Welcome back, Georgia fans. We are here with another edition of Dogs to the Draft. We're going to be talking to a lot of the seniors heading to the NFL draft, and some juniors as well, heading to the NFL draft. A lot of guys from Georgia going to get drafted once again this year. A lot of guys going to the combine. Pro days right around the corner. So we want to get their thoughts on their career at Georgia, what it's like preparing, and maybe where they think they're going to be in a few months once that NFL draft, that NFL team gives them a call. One of my favorite guys to work with, Warren Brinson, one of the best personalities at the University of Georgia, defensive lineman, currently in Arizona right now, getting ready for the combine. Lucky to join us right now. Warren, man, appreciate you taking some time. How's life outside of that little Athens bubble?
Life is amazing outside of Athens. No more team runs, no more 6:30s, no more classes, no more all the stuff we had to go through as student athletes, man. It's really more free time working on your body and really doing like quality work.
Yeah.
It's a lot more quality instead of quantity. At Georgia, it was a lot of quantity, like a lot of it. But here it's a lot of quality, getting the right stuff, figuring out the nuances of the game, like running your 40, doing drills the right way, all that stuff, man. It feels good, man. My body's never felt better.
Well, I know you've been a big body guy just in general, like taking care of yourself from like the
Yeah.
hyperbaric chambers to everything else. Like, what have you taken to the next level? Are you doing the red light sauna therapy? I know is a big deal nowadays.
Yeah.
Like what new tricks you got up your sleeve to make sure that you're performing at your optimal level?
I mean, the best part about Georgia is that we had everything that we needed in a facility to make you a great
True.
player. So it's really doing the same thing here, but finding other places to do it. That's the biggest thing. Georgia gave us
Okay.
everything we needed to be the best and be able to perform at our best. But when you get out of that bubble that we call the University of Georgia, you got to pay for it now. That's the biggest difference. You got to spend the money for it.
hmm
Yeah,
what is Exos like? For the average person
man.
who's never been to this place where we may be going to an LA Fitness or a whatever else gym, but we're getting trained by some of the best trainers in the world. You're with other elite athletes. What is that like, and kind of what's your day to day like?
Man, it's awesome because I mean, it's not just the guys prepping for the combine. There's a lot of league guys here. Like you see
Yeah,
Debo Samuel pull up in a different car every day. You see a lot of guys just coming in and out. But I mean, it's good. Day to day is very good at Exos. Wake up in the morning, go work out. I have usually two workouts a day. One about 9:30, one at about 1:30. My lift is at 9:30. I do my movement stuff for my 40 yard at 1:30. And I mean, it's awesome. You're around a whole bunch of like-minded individuals. It's good guys here. I'm here with guys like Jahad Campbell, Mason Graham, Cal
nice.
Kennard, Prince Lee,
Damn.
Jordan Birch. And we all just have a good time because we all have a common goal. Like it's no like we talk shit to each other a little bit
Yeah.
about like who we play against and stuff like that. My rebuttal to everybody is how many national champions do you have? But I mean, bro, it's fun working out with all these guys, like working out with your peers across the country and just seeing how we're all kind of the same and how we act and stuff like that. That's the best part about it for sure.
Well, you're definitely, I mean, for those who don't know, like Exos is like the spot to go to. They
Yeah.
have a variety of, or multiple, excuse me, locations. I was at Exos in Florida. The one in Arizona is incredible. They got one in Los Angeles. I think a bunch all over else throughout the country. But um, what is like how does training with those guys change your mindset? Like is it good to see some like guys that are potential like top 5, top 10 picks, the way they move and the way they work out, the way they lift? Like is how motivational is that for you to see some of those guys?
The crazy part is I'm probably the second most athletic D tackle here. There's a
Probably.
guy like Ty Robinson from Nebraska. He's light, but he's very athletic. But when I came here, it's some of the top guys in the country, and I'm comparing I look at what they're doing, like I have to do better than what they're doing. And when
Yep.
I'm putting up better numbers than the top projected like top guys, it makes me feel better about myself just knowing where I'm at and where I could be at. Honestly, I just try to compare myself and just be in a race. Like, how can I be better than the guy supposedly say is better than me? So that's how I look at it. You're not supposed to be in competition with other people, but at the same time, in the NFL, it's
Why
about
not?
because
That's the whole
comparison is a
point.
thief of joy
That's like
sometimes.
my son.
But
My son will be like, he'd be like, "Dad, it's not a competition." I'm like, "No, it is. Like, it is a
nah,
competition.
it
Like, I'm
definitely
gonna
is a
beat your ass
competition, bro.
upstairs. I'm sorry."
It definitely is, like, 'cause I just I think I'm one of the premier D tackles in the draft, so when I know I'm doing better than your projected number 1, that makes me feel better on the inside because it's like,
As
alright,
you should be.
I know my mind of where I think I am is my where I think I should be at, and now that I'm putting up the numbers and seeing the numbers of what I'm doing, I'm like, "Alright, I deserve to be in that spot
Yeah.
too. I can be in that little
Hell
talk."
yeah.
So,
Damn right,
when the
baby.
combine comes around, man, we'll see, you know?
So obviously there's the combine with the the running, the jumping, all
Yeah.
that, but the interview is also a big part of it as
Hell
well.
yeah.
Wha what's your approach with that? Because you have a great personality, like, we all know it. You are very outspoken, you're fun to be around, you're someone that everyone probably wants in the locker room as well. How do you, what is gonna not even about I'm not gonna say balance, but, like, what is your mindset as you go into a meeting with an NFL
Bro.
GM or coach of how are you gonna approach that?
When I was at the East West Shrine Bowl, I met with 31 teams, and I
Damn.
mean, it was just me being myself, bro. It wasn't
Yeah,
nothing. It's nothing to it, bro. It's like you can't put on a facade because they know everything about you. You can't really fake anything. So it was
true.
just me going in there and having a conversation. I know football. They understood that from when they put me on boards or teaching me plays and trying to read doing the plays for them. It just really, I mean, I went to Georgia, bro. It comes easy when it comes to the football stuff and just having the
True.
personality, and then working with you over the last 2 3 years. I mean, it helps your personality shine a little bit more, and it makes it easier to have those conversations with people when you're one on one, and you just don't get as nervous as some people might get. You know?
Yeah. Well, they wanna make sure you're a professional on and off and you
Yeah,
can handle, like, especially if you're in a big city,
yeah,
media is gonna be on your ass, you gotta be able to handle it, so I don't think that there's a worry
exactly.
for you for that. Do you think it helps? Obviously, it does, but, like, the impact of watching the Super Bowl, seeing all those defensive players for Georgia get drafted, you just talked about the importance of understanding plays and work ethic and all of that, like, as you sit back and watch, does that get brought up at all in these meetings, or what's your thought about what those guys could do to pave the way for you, Malachi, Dan, Smile,
Yeah.
Nas, other dogs, especially on defense, for teams like,
I
"Damn, I
mean,
want one of those guys on my team."
I was talking to the Chiefs, and they were saying the same thing. Like, we need some of those Georgia dogs because
Yeah,
you really can say like the Georgia Bulldogs led the Eagles to their championship. That's really how it went. If N'Kobe was there, there'd been even more domination on the field from
yeah,
Georgia Bulldogs. But I mean, coaches, I think the culture of the NFL see what Georgia players can do, especially that picture of 3 Georgia defensive linemen on a defensive line in the Super Bowl
yeah,
dominating. They stopped Pat Mahomes. And the method was just having some Georgia guys up there. But I mean, if teams want the best players, you got to come to Georgia to get them. The numbers
yeah,
don't lie. Like, you see
no,
what they're doing in the league. Those
yeah,
guys, people always look at like the stats and stuff. If you look at Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, and their stats from their last year at Georgia, it's 3 sacks, 20 tackles. But
I
look at
know,
how it's translating into the NFL. Like, I don't think it's about who has the best numbers or who put up this, who put up that. It's about who got developed over the last 4 years, who played against NFL guys every day. Because some of these guys in college, you're probably going against an NFL caliber guy twice a year. In
mhm,
practice, you might not be going against an NFL caliber guy, but scouts know they come to Georgia to watch us practice because they know that's the closest simulation you're gonna get to the NFL, and when you're going
true
against
that.
that every day, I mean, it's hard at Georgia, so the NFL should be easy.
So how do you stand out though? I mean, between obviously Kirby Smart, we all know like the defense is very much team oriented. No one's gonna have crazy stats.
Yeah,
And then you're surrounded by other guys that are gonna get drafted in the first round, second round, third round.
yeah.
Like, how do you stand out? Or do you just do your job and understand that like you're just not gonna put up those crazy stats,
That's
but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter as long as we winning games, bro. You just stand out by just doing your job and making sure you're
Yeah,
not out of place, bro. It's like that's how I think. You just stand out by doing your job. It's nothing crazy to everybody knows at Georgia that you it's for our linebackers. 2 on me, my linebacker's free. So that's the best part. And if you get a D tackle from Georgia, you're getting a selfless player, not a selfish
yeah.
player.
What's an ideal fit for you? Is there a dream scenario? Like, is
A
there a
dream
dream team
scenario?
or a dream like defense or a coordinator? Like any of that? Like, obviously, you're going to be pumped no matter
Yeah.
what number calls you during the draft. But like secretly down, like for me, it was Tampa. I grew up a Tampa fan. I'm from Tampa. Like, if Tampa would have called me, I would have lost my shit. Still was pumped to get that
Yeah.
call from Kansas City. But like, is there a fit or a team?
Honestly, bro, a lot of teams were asking me like, "What scheme do you fit best in?" I was like, "Bro, I went to Georgia. I can play any defense you need me to." But if I had to choose, and after I name the teams, you'll probably guess why. It'll either be Houston, Dallas, Tennessee, Jacksonville, Miami, or Tampa. Did you guess why?
Warm, warm.
No, taxes.
Oh, that too. Yeah, there you go.
Try to get
There
rid of
you
the income
go.
tax, but hopefully,
And warm. You get the benefit of both, warm and no
yeah,
the income tax.
but the income tax, but hopefully that bill gets passed to where they're trying to get rid of income taxes.
Yeah.
But that's why. But I mean, I just don't care. I don't care where I go. I just want to get drafted, get paid, and be able to start playing some football at the next level, bro. It's been everybody's dream to make it to the NFL, bro.
Oh, it's gonna be it's a special time, man. I
Yeah.
want to hit back on some Georgia moments with you real quick because obviously you're part of some great teams, won some championships. But like when you think of your career at Georgia, what is that? What's the well the two-part question here? We'll do the first one first, actually. What's the defining moment or game for you? Like what's that game that you always remember, or moment that you always remember?
Probably my all right. So crazy story is I didn't get to really play against Georgia Tech until my senior year because I was hurt the first 3 times. COVID hurt the next 2 times, and then I didn't play until my senior year. And my senior last year, not this year that just passed, but the year before that, I had like 8 tackles against them. Crazy. And then I think the most defining game of my career is probably that SC championship against Texas.
Okay,
I just blacked out that game.
it's a hell
Yeah.
of a game.
Yeah, I just blacked out. I think I had like 3 TFLs, a sack, like 4 total
What
tackles.
you guys did the Texas bow times to me is still, I mean, I already Texas bow balls. Like, that is one of the most talented teams in college football last year, and you dominated them both times defensively.
I mean, I don't go to
Shocking.
Georgia anymore
Not
now, so I can
shocking,
say
but
this.
just
It was
like
just like we knew we were
that is
better
a
than
hell of
them,
a team.
especially up. I can say it now, but especially up front, like we knew we were going to dominate them. They
Yeah.
weren't fucking with us up front. That's where we knew like, all right, here's the edge. These boys can't block us. Kelvin Banks really not like that. Michael had 2 sacks on. Jaywalk had a sack on him. Like, bro, and then the thing I think the thing that fueled us the most for that game is that like a week before we played them, they're like, "This is the biggest. They're gonna throw Georgia around and 7 sacks."
Yeah.
That's
Dominant.
what fueled
That
us the
first
most.
matchup
They
was
were talking
embarrassing,
about
I'm not gonna
Texas
lie.
like
I was
they were
like,
the
"Oof."
fucking Avengers.
Yeah.
And we went to Austin, shut all that down. They had all them celebrities out there and watched them boys get their butt smacked.
Uh, what's your, I guess, your favorite moment or play? Is
My
there like a
favorite
play that
moment of
you'll forever
play,
remember?
Tennessee sophomore year, sack against Hendon Hooker. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Why?
Bro, it was just because the drive before Hendon was talking crazy. Like he
Really?
was
Hendrick?
talking
That
crazy. Yeah,
surprised
he was
me.
talking crazy. I was like, I gotta get him one time. And then they called the play that like all week in practice. I've been practicing this one play was casino, and they called casino, and I got a sack.
There we go. There we go. I like
Casino, yep.
Hendon. I like Hendon. Last one before we let you go. Obviously, Kirby, the personality, the excitement, the voice of Kirby during practice. What's your favorite Kirby memory? Game, practice, meeting. Keep it
Ah,
PG here, but I don't
there's
need
so
Kirby
many
call me
Kirby
pissed off.
moments.
But favorite memory.
Man, I mean, I can't even say a favorite because every day was different. But I just people know playing for Kirby Smart, it's really hard to play for him. But man, I'm just gonna miss the passion he brought to football, bro. The confronting and demanding. I mean, while you're there, you're like, man, why the hell is this dude yelling at me? Why is he cursing me out? Why is he 150 yards away, looking at me on another field, talking about me? But like, man, I'm gonna miss those moments when Kirby would talk to you on the mic because if he's not coaching you, he doesn't really care. You feel me?
Yeah,
So,
true
but I
that.
mean, bro, every moment, man. I'm gonna miss playing for Coach Smart, man. It was a blessing to play at Georgia, especially during these years, bro. It's something I never forget, and I never like replace those memories or anything, man. Every moment with Coach Smart was a great moment. We had our
He's
ups and downs,
awesome.
but overall, man, I love that guy, and I mean, he helped me develop into a great player, bro.
Hell yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, the most players heading to the NFL Combine once again. I think maybe I'll say it is one
I think
more.
it's no, it's another team. I seen it on Twitter. I forgot
Well,
what
see,
team.
you guys are second though. You're tied with
Yeah,
someone.
we should
I
have
think it
had
was Ohio.
Dan Jackson should have been there. Chad Chandler should have
Yeah,
been there. I don't
yeah,
understand.
exactly. I just
It's
talked
guy
with
it's
him
guys out
actually.
here. It's guys out here with 1.5 sacks that are going to the combine. Chaz had 6.
Dan is just unbelievable.
Bro,
I shame.
I'll tell you off stream, but Dan has better stats than majority of the safeties going into the combine. Like, I don't understand
I
how
and
he
played at
didn't get the
Georgia.
invite and played
Yeah,
at Georgia. Like what?
shame.
2 national
Stupidity.
championships, 3
Stupidity.
SEC championships, I think. I mean, like He had like 8 tackles against
Hey, you know
Alabama.
what,
Like,
Dan
bro.
Day? Like this will fuel, and we talked to him. If you didn't see the show, make sure you go back and watch
Yeah.
the Dan show when I sat down with him. To me, that just continues to fuel his story and the way
Yeah,
he
bro.
plays and
People.
works. So like it's just another thing for him to get pissed off about and go out there and just do what he does.
Yeah, but that's crazy. It's some guys that Dan probably had. Dan got more sacks than the guy that I know going to the compound, bro. Like, bro, Dan should be at the compound. I really I don't get who does the invites. Like
Oh,
that
he'll
shit is
ball out at
ridiculous.
pro day and then get that phone call and go out there and make a roster, and that's all that's gonna matter.
Yeah,
So
he's definitely gonna do it.
well, that, ladies and gentlemen, Warren Brinson, man, good luck. Can't wait to see you at the combine here in a couple weeks.
Yep.
Make sure you looking nice and right when you wear those little whitey tighties going across the stage. Be at
Don't
the
they?
pro
They say we
day.
get in front of them like with no clothes on, basically, and have to squat and stand and spin in a circle.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
not all that, but you got to wear like not like a full girdle, but you're wearing tights.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's awesome.
You'll be fine. Just put some baby oil on. You look good. You'll be all good.
That's
Listening.
awesome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Warren Brinson, damn good dog. There's another episode here of Dogs to the Draft. We'll continue to chat with guys heading to the NFL draft, living out their dreams as they get ready to get that call from one of the 32 teams at that next level. We appreciate y'all joining in, and we'll catch you next time. Go Dogs.
Go dogs.